My question is, I have zero allocation to SOL or SUI. What asset would you choose for a long-term investment moving forward? Am I too late for SOL? I already have my Bitcoin bag that I allocate to. Good stuff, Vincent. And yeah, you don't need to catch them all or hold everything. But again, let's look at some data here. Let's look at Solana. By my math, okay, and probably many other people, if you look at the money that this chain makes, okay, and the profit, it's trading at a PE of 30. Okay, imagine a company like, I don't know, Target or Tesla or whatever trading at a PE of 30. It's for a thing that's growing so fast, like literally it's 20xing every year, and it's trading at a PE, price to earnings ratio of 30, is nonsensically cheap. Okay, this is by far the cheapest crypto out there. Again, if you use traditional metrics to value and appraise it, which I do, because that's where I come from. Anyway, in terms of SOL versus SUI, this is interesting. Every way you measure it, again, transactions 56.5 million versus 3.9 million. Users 4.4 million versus 584K. The amount of activity on the chain, the daily transactions over daily users is double. So people are a lot stickier on the SOL chain. Fees, 5 million versus 35,000, a lot higher on Solana. Developers, again, a lot higher, nearly over 4x the number of developers. So no matter which way you skin it, yes, Solana does a lot more, but you got to look at key ratios that tell you, is it cheaper or more expensive? And in full disclosure, I do have a SUI bag, but it's much smaller than my SOL bag. Now, the FDMC, fully diluted market cap over daily active users, or the same thing over daily transactions, says the same thing, and that is the value per user of SUI is about 64K, and Solana is about 29K per user. And that changes every single day, just like this model, because it pulls in a whole bunch of data from a whole bunch of different sources to calculate it for us. So from that perspective, you could argue, using layman's terms, Solana is half as cheap as SUI. So that's why, if it was the other way around, I would flip, I would move, but it's not. And let's look at the SOL upside versus SUI versus Bitcoin right now with the current levels. This, again, auto pulls. The price when this was done was $197 for Solana. And all of the targets there are AI targets. They could be completely wrong. They could be on the money. But taking a composite score of them all could be quite good. But they believe Solana could go to $519 this bull run, and Bitcoin could go to 194K. I think they're both a little rich, but Sol could do a 2.64x, whereas Bitcoin a 1.92x. But the risk is higher for Solana over Bitcoin. The question is, where do you want to play? That's up to you. 2.47x, 2.64x. Again, it's a moving target. In fact, let's look at Solana right now. It's now 205 already. It rebounded fast. Anyhow, it's up to you. I think you need to have a basically core Bitcoin position and a leading L1 position. That's the way I allocate personally. And the rest in proxies and AI. That's my whole positioning as well. Remember, narratives matter too.